what's up? My name is Daniela and welcome to a new vlog. So I haven't been vlogging for a while, but I really enjoy vlogging, so I'm glad that I'm finally ready to start another vlog. And my plan for this vlog is for it to have a bit of a theme, and the theme is that I would like to read all of the 4 volumes of Heartstopper during this vlog. So I've already read the first volume like last year or the year before that, and recently I purchased the rest of the volumes. So the thing I want to do is to reread this one to refresh my memory and then continue with all of the other volumes, and then also maybe watch the show. So it will be just a lot of Heartstopper in this vlog. I hope you will enjoy. So before I dive into reading, I want to update you on a couple of things that have been going on in my life. So first thing is that I dyed my hair purple, which was more or less the first time I had my hair dyed some color. And I mean, it's not really purple anymore, it's really washed out, but it was quite nice while it lasted. Also, today is the first day of my vacation, which is very exciting. I have 3 weeks off, absolutely amazing, and in a week I'm going to Portugal, which is also really exciting. It was very much last minute booking, like there weren't that many flights and hotels, but yeah, we managed it and we are going to Portugal. A bit less exciting news is that I injured my foot 2 weeks ago, so I just like slipped on the stairs outside and injured my ankle. And so basically during the past 2 weeks I have been stuck at home and I couldn't walk much. It isn't broken or anything and I didn't need a cast, so that was good, but yeah, I just couldn't really walk, and now it's not really fully healed yet, so the holiday might be a bit less active than I'm used to. But I mean, the main thing is that I'm going to be in Portugal and by the sea, and I will be able to go to some gluten-free restaurants, and so yeah, I might not be able to like walk like 10 kilometers in the city or whatever, but they have public transport, so it's fine. Another piece of news is that I finally started TikTok. So I've been resisting this for quite a long time, like years, and then I just felt more and more inspired to start an account there and start posting videos. And the thing is that I never really got into making reels on Instagram, but somehow the format was kind of appealing to me, but it wasn't like it. But then I started TikTok and the feel is just very different. Like, I mean, the culture is different there, and you can upload very short things, and I think there's like less pressure for it to be polished. So yeah, you can see more videos that are very just spontaneous and less polished, so that is something that's really working out for me. And yeah, I've been really enjoying making TikToks. If you want to follow me, I'm at Daniela in Prague there. I will link my profile in the description, so you can follow me there. And yeah, it's quite bananas that just a few days in a row I was able to upload 3 TikToks a day, like during a work day, because like obviously it can take you longer to do a TikTok, but you can also do a very simple one that will just take literally like minutes to put together. And in connection to that, like making YouTube videos suddenly seems even more demanding. Like, we knew it's demanding, but like the energy required to make a TikTok and make a YouTube video, that's like, you know, so different. But I still really enjoy YouTube as a platform, so now, especially that I have time off, I will hopefully film some videos as well. About my reading, so my reading really picked up, which is great, because it wasn't that great like volume wise at the beginning of the year, but both in May and June I read 8 books, which is, yeah, that's definitely more than before. I might do some wrap up, but the last book I finished the day before yesterday, I guess, was The Appeal by Janice Hallett, and I have mixed feelings about this one. I want my thoughts to solidify for a bit more before I do a review, but what I can tell you is that I'm not giving it 5 stars like the majority of people did. So that's probably enough for the life update for now. And yeah, I'm going to start Heartstopper Volume 1 soon, and I will update you when something happens. So it's not that long later and I finished volume 1 of Heartstopper. So it is still 5 stars. Yeah, it was 5 stars when I read it this time and I still love it. It's still incredibly sweet and cute and I just love Nick and Charlie as characters and them together. Yeah, it's just the best. I remembered what happened at the end, but I didn't remember like the mood it ended it with, so like a bit of a cliffhanger. And I don't know actually if my heart can take like reading multiple volumes in a day, but I am going to start volume 2 because yeah, now I'm super curious where it goes. I mean, I kind of know where it goes, but you know. Yeah, I don't have that much thoughts on a Heartstopper. It's the same as the first time. It's just I don't have that many thoughts, but I have a lot of feels. Okay, this lighting is kind of interesting. It's just the glow from my laptop. But anyway, I finished volume 2 and yeah, I think I'm done for the night and I will continue hopefully tomorrow. But this volume focuses a lot on Nick and him figuring stuff. That was just my dishwasher. Yeah, so it focuses on Nick figuring out stuff and I mean, I guess I don't want to like spoil anything, although I mean I don't know how secret it is what happens, but yeah, I mean I really liked the supportive parents and yeah, how things went down. It's really hard to talk about it if I don't want to say anything about the plot. There's also included scenes of Tara and Darcy at the end, which was really nice to see. Kind of different dynamic than Charlie and Nick have. So yeah, that was a really nice addition. And yeah, then kind of dealt with like realizing that your friends might not be the best in some regards, the parents, and I mean I find the relationship like Charlie has with his sister kind of sweet. So yeah, I really like this volume as well. I guess I didn't have such a strong reaction to it as to volume 1 because that was just like the ultimate cuteness. But yeah, this might still be 5 stars. And the third volume, like it seems much thicker. It's still you know, a graphic novel, but I might not read this in one sitting, but yeah, we will see. Hello, I'm in town running errands, except for the fact that currently I'm in the middle of nowhere because like I had an appointment here and it's a district a bit far from the center and I've never been here, but it's actually really pretty, so you know, I always like to see a new part of Prague. So now I'm coming back and I'm actually going to pick up some books that I bought, so that's quite exciting. I will show you when I get home. And then also some Vinted order because of course I got into shopping at Vinted again. Hello, I'm home. I've had lunch. I had leftovers for lunch and yeah, I'm a bit dead because, well, yesterday I probably got gluten by accident, meaning that I went for a gelato and it seems that there were crumbs in the ice cream, so like when she scoops the ice cream, there must have been gluten because yeah, I got like some of the typical symptoms So yesterday I was quite unwell physically and mentally, and then I couldn't sleep. Like normally I go to sleep and fall asleep like between 9 and midnight, and I just couldn't sleep, and I didn't feel like reading. So the good thing that came from it is that I tried a new show, which, like, I rarely start new shows, it's a thing, but I started, like, I randomly started this thing because I looked up for Portuguese shows. Like, I mentioned that I'm going to Portugal, and I just started like Portuguese on Duolingo, but I'm a beginner in Spanish, so far I'm more like confusing the two languages together than learning anything, but I just wanted something in Portuguese, and like this one show sounded appealing, and it's called Until Life Do Us Apart, and I watched the first episode like 2/3 in Portuguese with Portuguese subtitles to see if I can understand like anything. And I mean, with some of the scenes that were kind of more straightforward, I could like get the gist of what's happening, but then like some of the later scenes, just I had no idea what's happening. So eventually it got quite annoying, so I actually started the episode over, watched it till the end with English subtitles. So now I know what's going on, and I actually really like the show so far. I mean, I think it's really well done, and there's good music, and yeah, the plot lines seem quite intriguing. Let me know if you know this show, because I don't think I've heard anyone talk about it, but I also don't like, I'm not super into gathering information about all of the shows. Oh, by the way, I want to have timestamps in my vlogs, so you should be always able to skip to the next either b-roll or talking part. So in case you don't want to hear me rambling, you can skip to the next b-roll. Yeah, I think some people might be interested more in one or the other, and myself also, like, I think it could be useful for me, because sometimes I want to rewatch some of my b-roll, or I want to re-listen to what I thought about a book. So yeah, I'm gonna do timestamps, and I'm gonna show you the books I got. So I tried a new secondhand online bookstore because they had the specific books I wanted, and yeah, I just like received the books like without any packaging, because they are really into like being the most eco-friendly, which is cool. But I had a tote bag, so obviously that was fine. And okay, I'm really rambling today. So I got Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. So I still need to read a couple of books by Jane Austen, and I didn't own this one. I might have it like on ebook, but I kind of wanted a physical copy. So I got this one, and yeah, okay, it seems that like the font isn't super tiny. It's not big, but yeah, it's fine. And ooh, okay, it's a floppy paperback, and it's in a really nice condition, so that was a nice find. And the second book I got is Only Human by Sylvain Noël. So this is the third book in the Themis Files series. I recently purchased the first two, which also in another online secondhand bookstore, and they are different size, which I usually don't like that, but I might not be keeping this series. I mainly purchased all of them because my library only has, I think, the first one in English, and I kind of wanted to read it physically rather than on ebook or audiobook. So yeah, I purchased all of the volumes, and today this one. And also, like, the small ones are kind of cute, but in this one, like, the font is tiny. I don't like that, but I guess I will get through it. Whereas like this is also floppy, and the font is nice and big. So in case you don't know, this is an adult sci-fi series about a scientist who finds like a robotic hand, and then they just start to like investigate what it means, etc. And it's told in the form of interviews and we don't know who the interviewer is. I really like the first one. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. I read it like a few years ago, so it took me quite a while to acquire the rest of the volumes, but yeah, now I'm quite motivated to reread the first one and to finish the series, because finishing series is one of my goals for this year. I didn't tell you what Mansfield Park is about because I have no idea. I mean, I just have a goal to read all of the Jane Austen novels, and this is one of them that I haven't read. So I like that I only bought 2 books from a secondhand online bookstore, and like both of them kind of count towards my goals or will help me achieve my goals. That is very nice. And I also picked up the Vinted order with some clothing. I ordered several items. I don't even remember right now what it was, so I might show you later, but it might not be that exciting. Also, I kind of realized that a few days ago for me and minutes ago for you, I was kind of raving about how I'm enjoying TikTok and everything. Well, now TikTok is pissing me off because like it's like suppressing views on some of my videos. So like if it gets stuck at 0, you know it's a glitch, and they just been like kind of shadow banning my account or some of my videos for like no apparent reason, and it's quite frustrating. It's like the final straw that makes me really tired and cynical about creating content, because like with these apps it's always something and it's just really draining. And like I'm not gonna say that like it didn't give me anything, like it gave me a lot of things, like, well, not money, but like for one thing it gave me friends, which is awesome, and you know I learned stuff, and I mean there's so many positives, but sometimes like it just doesn't seem super rewarding. Like apparently it's a pretty common problem on TikTok, and like I would say I didn't upload any content that's not mine, but like sometimes apparently you can be like flagged for copyright, or it can like algorithm or the system can have a problem with like you editing a video in an outside program, which I did, and then you can be like shadow banned for like weeks. So it's just really annoying that like as soon as I really got into it and I was like, yeah, this seems like quite sustainable for me to do it regularly, as opposed to YouTube. Now it's just like started not working out because of some bullshit reasons. People often say like, well, take a break if you're like kind of struggling or something, and I kind of took many breaks, a lot of them unplanned, and it's not like I don't want to create things. I love creating things and I love sharing things with you. I don't feel good when I don't create things like for an extended period of time, but yeah, it's a struggle to like balance all of the platforms you have, and also like maybe like prioritizing one that you will put more energy into and then that you will feel like consistently happy with. I don't know, I'm just tired. But anyway, rant over. So now I will try to chill, and I have Heartstopper volume 3 here. So like I said, it's a chunk of a comic book, graphic novel. So yeah, let's see how long it takes me. I did indeed finish it in one sitting, and yeah, I don't think it's a spoiler that they are dating. So this volume we focus on Nick and Charlie like starting their relationship, or like trying to be comfortable with their relationship in terms of should they tell people, because Nick is like at the beginning he's only out to his mother. So yeah, it's relationship stuff, and then it's a school trip to Paris, which is nice. And there are like more scenes of supportive parenting, and I mean the teachers, well, like the PE teacher, that was sweet, but then like the teachers on the trip, that was amazing. And like honestly for me this is like a bit like from another planet, because when I was in high school, I mean for one thing I didn't know I was queer back then, but also like I didn't know of like one person in the whole school who would be queer, like let alone the teachers. So yeah, it's just like in Loveless I was like the older cousin, and in this I'm like one of the teacher who only like realized he was queer like in his 20s. So yeah, it's a bit bittersweet, but mostly sweet. I don't know if you can hear sizzling because I'm making dinner. Yeah, I'm making Beyond Meat with green beans again. I really wanted fries, but I realized I'm out of fries, which is sad. But yeah, this is just my go-to quick meal. And I have to use this thing to like flip it around, big girls. All my dishes are dirty, but oh well. Okay, can I do it? Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, like cleaning the kitchen is one of the things on my to-do list that didn't happen today, but it's okay because I got a lot of other things done. By the way, these are the crutches I got like to walk with the past 2 weeks, and I barely use them because, well, I found them quite impractical. My arms are super weak and like everything is literally 5 steps away in my apartment, so yeah, I didn't actually use them much. Also, I thought that finishing these 4 volumes of Heartstopper would mean finishing the series, but I just found out that there's a 5th book coming out, which I'm not mad about, but yeah, I thought I was gonna finish a series, because I think that for the goal to finish series, I'm only going to count series that are actually finished and not just when I'm caught up with them. But we'll see. Probably not gonna start the 4th volume tonight. Like, I still want to batch it a bit. Like, I'm reading it relatively quickly. Like, I'm probably gonna finish the 4 volumes like within a week. But yeah, I still want to have a little break and just process stuff. Actually, I have more thoughts. I was distracted before by the dinner. So in this volume there are some heavy topics mentioned and discussed, like self-harm and eating disorder. Also, obviously, like homophobia and biphobia happen from time to time in the series, but like overall, yeah, as I said, like the parents, or like most of the parents and the teachers and the friend group, like it's very, very wholesome. Like, I really like the friend group, and yeah, we got Tao and Ella L mini comic, which is also really sweet. Honestly, sometimes it feels like really utopic, and I mean, it's not like everything is going like perfectly in their lives, obviously, but I don't know, like they are just like nearly perfect together, like the respect they have for each other and like the way they communicate or like look out for each other. So yeah, just such a wholesome relationship for like 15 and 16-year-olds. Like some of the texts they send each other, like I badly need hugs, that's a mood. Or just cuddling and saying like recharging. So I finished volume 4 of Heartstopper, so I'm officially caught up with the series, and like it's doing wonders for my Goodreads challenge. I love it. It's probably the first time since the beginning of the year that I've been actually ahead. So yeah, I'm very much liking it. This volume was the saddest. It dealt with mental health and especially eating disorder, like the most of all of the volumes. so that's something to be aware of. I really like how it was done, like all the different aspects of it. So the person themselves struggling, and then like the point of the view of a partner, of someone who's going through stuff like that. And I mean, everything, the fact that Nick asked his mom kind of for advice or shared his worries, and she was able to like give him advice. So this volume definitely made me the most emotional. There is also a mini comic of the two teachers, which is also really cute. There was this really wholesome like montage of the different couples supporting each other, but there's also the message that while having a supportive partner is amazing, you also need other people, and like, yeah, love can't really cure mental illness and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, again, sometimes it's like the characters are a bit too perfect or like super wise for their age, and yeah, like sometimes the characters just know perfectly what to say in the moment, which I don't know if it's super realistic, but I don't know, like maybe my commentary is more telling about my relationships in the past than the book. But nonetheless, I had a blast reading this series. Looking forward to the final volume, obviously, and I might watch the show, but I might not include it in this vlog because I have a complicated relationship with adaptation of books. Because like, while I fully understand that each medium needs like something a bit different, like you can't translate it like word for word, etc., but I'm just that annoying person that like really likes when the adaptation sticks to the original as much as possible. And but yeah, I just really prefer when the movie or TV show doesn't have a book like original. So yeah, I'm usually not super excited when there's adaptation of books I loved, but obviously it's great that the TV show exists and that now so many more people know about the series and everything. So I might watch it and share my thoughts in some other video, but reading the books was the main event for me. And even though the series is not complete yet, I would like to do a little ranking at this point. So I'm going to rank the volumes from the worst to the best. So at number 4 I would put volume 2, not because I think it's bad or I think there's anything wrong with it, but I just think it's the least memorable for me. Then at number 3, oh my god, this is hard, but okay, I'm going to say volume 3. Yeah, yeah, this volume was great. I really enjoyed it, like the trip, and again, how much should I say about the plot, but yeah, just the development. And then at spot number 2 I would put volume 4. So this is the heaviest and saddest volume, but there are also like incredibly amazing and hilarious moments, like the one at Nick's house where like Nick is in the shower and Charlie talks with him like through the door. That was amazing. Great discussions about mental health, etc. So yeah, that means I'm putting volume 1 at spot number 1 so far. So this is where it started, like this is obviously where I fell in love with the series, and we get the meeting, the you know, the major confusion and becoming friends, and then, you know, friendship to love. I enjoyed that trope. And then there's the ending, which is the ultimate heartwarming thing and angst at its finest. So yeah, I'm really glad I finally read all of the volumes that are out for now. My TBR shelf is much more empty now, and my heart it's much more full now. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment if you don't feel like leaving me a full comment. You can leave an emoji, for example a pen or a journal emoji, because there are some journal entries in the books. You can also follow me on my social media accounts, the links are in the description. But yeah, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!